The first criminal charges have been filed related to the massacre at Robb Elementary School. Right now on Live 5 News at noon, the landmark decision to charge police officers for a botched response to a school shooting.
And we are live at noon talking about your Friday and weekend weather. About a 30% chance of rainfall this afternoon. Heat index coming back for the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, partly sunny. A few pop-up storms. We'll talk about it live right now at noon.
And celebrations are kicking off this week to remember one of America's most historic moments that happened right here in the Lowcountry. Learn what kind of events are going on and how you can take part. Live 5 News starts right now.
Now, from the Lowcountry's news leader, this is Live 5 News.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining me. I'm Nick Reagan in for Ann McGill today. New at noon, the Charleston County Sheriff's Office has arrested a fugitive wanted on charges of attempted murder in Lake City, which is in Florence County. 19-year-old Tiberius Brown is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder, possessing a weapon, and shooting into a home. Officers say they were patrolling the area of North Highway 17 and Doar Road in Onda around 11 p.m. Thursday when they noticed a vehicle that was flagged in the database. Brown has been booked into the Charleston County Jail. Also new at noon, the Charleston County coroner has now identified the person killed in a crash earlier this week. 20-year-old Juan Garcia of Guatemala was killed Wednesday when two cars collided on Highway 78 near Wisteria Street. Officials say Garcia was riding in the passenger seat of the first car when they turned onto Highway 78 from Wisteria Street, hitting another car. That car Garcia was in overturned, partially ejecting him. The second vehicle was pushed off the road and into a ditch, trapping the driver. The crash is still under investigation. Bond has now been set for two men who are accused of shooting into a vehicle and injuring a driver. 24-year-old Daquan Johnson and 23-year-old Jakari Lloyd are both charged with attempted murder. At the hearing on Wednesday, a judge withheld Johnson's bond because of previous charges. Lloyd's bond was set at $55,000. The victim of the shooting told police that he had been injured while driving on Highway 52 when someone shot into his vehicle. Police were taken to the area of the shooting, and they did find several spent shell casings on the road. The victim told police Johnson and Lloyd were the shooters. Both are being held, or rather were being held, at the Hill-Finkley Detention Center in Berkeley County. Now, Charleston Animal Society officials say that they are receiving more animals than they have space for. Now, the shelter that they currently have has around 600 kittens in need of a home. And officials say as temperatures warm, cats are having more kittens. Last month, the shelter received more than 1,000 animals, with more than 400 placed into homes. This, of course, is not the right video for this story. Rather, this is the Sullivan's Island celebration story that is happening this weekend. We'll give you the full details on what's happening out there, the Battle of Fort Sullivan, and celebration for that battle. We'll give you all those details here in just a couple of minutes. All right, well, let's take a look outside now as we get ready for another hot day, though not a first alert weather day like we've seen over the last couple of days. But Bill Walsh, it is still hot out there.
It is. I mean, it's, it's one of those, it's the weather you wear, Nick.
Right.
You kind of, it sits on you like a coat, a wet coat.
Joey wasn't even wearing a coat this morning when he did the news. He was so hot, he had to take it off.
Yeah, no tie, no,
That's right.
We're shedding it all.
That's right.
But, hey, if you like the last couple of days, this weekend going to be about the same thing. Not going to rule out a pop-up storm. At least today, Nick, temperatures are a little bit better because of the rain yesterday. Let me show you what we're going on. Kyle, our director, is going to follow me over to the big board. Again, we've been talking about this since this morning. Joey Solvine mentioned these temperatures may not get as hot as the last couple of days, and that's kind of where we're at. Look at these 80s. 84 right now over to Monk's Corner.